All right, welcome to our first week for the comparison contrast essay, and I hope you enjoy this. Let's go over each of the items here. Just click on it. You're going to watch two video clips, and then you're going to think about what the two versions have in common and what they're different. So if we go back to the lesson, you'll see it's Ocean's 11. There's the original and then the remake. So open these up. Again, I'm using IE. I have this little thing, show all content. Click on that, and you'll actually see the link, and you want to open that in a new tab, okay? And then it will open up. But look at both of those, because, and you have to do the same thing. They're going to open up like this, and you have to right click and hit open in a new tab. They will play. They are very different. One was from 1960, and then obviously one was, I can't remember, 1990 something when the remake was made. So look at that and see what kind of differences in society and culture, and filming, all of those. Then here under readings, you're going to look at compare and contrast the basic format. Again, I'm right clicking and opening in a new tab. You're just going to read through this. Make sure you're understanding it, because that's what you're going to be writing about, comparing and contrasting. That's what this next essay will be about. You're going to also look at, in your Little Brown Handbook, this is a great short story. Look at that. Make sure you read that in your Norton Sampler. If you bought Little Brown, then this is the information here. And then I'm going to show you the guidelines for the next essay in a minute. Alright, so here's some information on writing a film critique, and this you really want to look at, because what you're going to be picking is 3 of these items to write your next essay on. So you're going to pick a film, and it's remake. It must be a remake, not a similar film, similar genre. A film from the original to the remake, or a book to the movie version, or a play to the movie version, or a book to a play. It has to be remade, okay? And you're going to be comparing and contrasting maybe the acting. You're going to pick 3 of these items, maybe the photography, maybe the theme, but 3 of these, any 3 are what you're going to pick. And then it goes over and it describes each of these in detail. And obviously, depending on which film you pick, some will lend themselves to direction or photography or editing more than others, or sound, okay? So make sure you read through that, and that's what you're going to be basing your next essay on, one of these 3 items. So basically, these are going to be your thesis statement. And then here's your guidelines. Okay, read through this. It's the same thing, 600 words, Times New Roman font, 12 point, double space, 3rd person voice only, all of that good stuff. But read through this very carefully. Make sure you understand it. Email me if you don't. Okay, this I just put in. These are some good links that you can look at. This is on Analyzing Film. Obviously, this is just a satire, but look through some of these. It may help you get ideas. You can click on any of these. You can Google as well. You know, just go out there your own, but look at the information. I have one for TV as well, just in case you're more into like a TV show that they made into a movie. That's also acceptable. But it can't be like 2 similar TV shows, okay? That's not what I'm looking for. It has to be a remake of something, like The Brady Bunch, and then they redid The Brady Bunch later on, or The Lone Ranger, just thinking of an example, okay? So look at the TV, look at the movie one, and excuse me, get some ideas to get you going. All right. This is a great site. You're going to look at 50 remakes. This is, again, this is your idea week, so go ahead and look at it. It takes a while for these to load. I'm sorry, I don't know, my internet is really slow today. It came up a minute ago when I was testing it. It will come up, but it's basically 50 movies that have been remade. So go ahead and start the countdown. It may jog your memory, help you to give you some ideas for your writing. All right, then you have some information on the grammar. This is on pronoun reference, so you want to look at that. Going back to the course. This is on pronoun agreement. Very good to read up on that, because these are areas where students have trouble, so please make sure you really read through this and understand it. Alright, and then you have a practice quiz, so please take that. Then there is an actual real quiz. Obviously don't do this until after you've done all of the practices and had fun with that. Then you do have a discussion post this week, and that's really, besides the quiz, the only graded assignment for this week. Okay, because this is your thinking week to get you ready to get started on your next essay. All right, enjoy.